Hello, everyone. I go by Ori, and I am an empathic, intuitive, psychic medium. And I have already done Sagittarius, Virgo, Earth signs, Pisces, and Scorpio. I will be going and using the zodiac from Barbara Moore, and that will see who I will be reading for. I will also be using the tarot of the Orishas and the angel tarot and the psychic tarot of Oracle. And we will start with the Barbara Moore zodiac signs to see who we'll be reading for in this reading. If you can subscribe, like, comment, I would appreciate it. I hope I'm able to help you with something that you are in need of assistance in some type of way. And I will not be reaching out to anybody. If you want a private reading, my information is down beneath. So if anybody tries to contact you saying that I want to offer you a reading, it is a scammer. Don't be scammed. We will be going with Cancer. I really love Cancers. They're emotional and crybabies and all that, but they really are caring and loving people and very in tune with their emotions, even though they're emotional. But anyway, let's see what comes up. Cards are wanting to speak. Let's see. Okay, some of you are finding yourselves trapped in fear. You're wasting your time. Fear is a figment of your imagination. It is something the society does put on us and making us think that certain things are to be feared, and it's a lie. Everything, you know, we are a part of the universe, and we make our life what we want it to be. So when we find ourselves in fear, it's just there's something, somebody, energies, attachments that are trying to keep you in this fear so they can feed off of you. Um, there's going to be some type of partnership and alliance that may be pulling you out of this entrapment of fear. um, there is the need to go into some sort of solitude. Your heart chakra definitely needs some love and attention, and you've got some stuff that's stored up in the heart chakra that is also keeping you trapped in this fear, and you're faced with a lot of conflict and defeat. I can understand why you're facing and feeling trapped in this fear, but it's an illusion. You're really not trapped in there. You just got to be, uh, you got to pull yourself out of that, whether it's doing some type of a spiritual bath, adding some type of some salt in there, and some rosemary, some basil, different types of herbs you can look up that can help you with pulling yourself and getting absorbed. Because when you're in the hot water and you have that salt in there and you sit in it for a period of time until that water cools down, what that's going to do is that hot water is going to pour is going to pull all of that out of you, and that's the purpose of the sweating and so forth. And then as it cools down, it's going to help with pulling all that out of you, and set the intention that that bath is definitely going to help you with, removing that fear and the conflict and defeat and the salt, and maybe doing some affirmations of protection. I suggest some Steve Noble. I love Noble. I listen to him at night when I sleep sometimes, and getting some of that stuff cleared out of your heart and some of them chakras, and getting balanced and grounded is going to help you with the conflict and feeling defeated. And I'm getting people that there are some people in your life that are a part of the reason why you feel this way. Those people, if there are people in your life that are not making your life better, in assisting in that manner, or helping you or being supportive, then if they're not doing those things for you, they don't need to be in your life. We want to surround ourselves with people that are loving, that are positive, that are kind. And being kind is completely different than nice. Because people that are nice, yeah, they're nice. They do things, they help you, and they tell you good things, but they're telling you things that they think you want to hear. They're not being completely honest and open, being transparent with you. And somebody that is kind, they tend to be a little bit more rough around the edges. They tend to be a little bit more hurtful in the sense of being completely honest and transparent, and not telling you things that they think you want to hear to make you feel good. Um, and so there is that. So if there are people that are causing you that conflict and feeling defeated because they're of situations that they're putting you in, um, uh, in reality, they're not putting you in those situations. You're allowing them to put you in the situation, because we're not victims, right? So as soon as we remove them, then that being trapped in fear and the conflict and feeling defeated and all that, that tends to go away as well. We want to surround ourselves again with people that are loving and that are kind and supportive, and people that are going to push you to where you're out of that comfort zone. We don't always want to be in that comfort zone, except for when we're at home. We need to feel comfort when we're at home and feel safe when we're at home. And that's another thing I'm getting, is you want people that are going to hold a safe place for you. There's the need for balance in your life, balance in your work life, balance in your emotional state. I feel that that's a little out of balance for you right now. And oh, Cancer, you're really going through it, aren't you? You're having a lot of mental conflict, and that's going with that feeling trapped in the conflict and defeat. Your that mental conflict. It's I understand it's really hard to get out of it, because you feel like you're so trapped, and like everything I'm feeling, what I'm currently feeling is like everything is just on me and falling, and it's just crumbling. And I'm finding it like since I started your reading, I'm finding myself more hunched over instead of upright, and that's the heaviness. I'm feeling a lot of pressure on my back, actually. Um, since I've started your reading, like I'm having a hard time sitting up straight. I don't know if that's something that resonates with you. If so, then it is meant for you. Um, there's a need for you to be. I'm hearing go into the wilderness. Go into the weird wilderness, Cancer. I know you're about flow. You're about the water, the emotions. Um, I'm hearing go into the wilderness and find water. Find yourself a stream. Find yourself something that isn't too big or deep, so that way you can sit in it, and you can just kind of allow that water to flow through you. And as it's flowing through you and past you, allowing the conflict, allowing that mental conflict and the defeat and that fear go with the stream as it's passing you, and clearing out the energy so that you can get balance. And here you have the the water, you have the earth, you have the air, and you have the fire. Like there's that need to get balanced and grounded, so that it can help you to get out of these right here, which there's a lot of it going on. You're feeling really heavy right now, Cancer. I'm hearing there's the decisions that you need to make, and you're holding yourself back because of the fear. I'm hearing fear again. um Now, by you not making these decisions and holding yourself back, it's still making a decision not to move forward and not to step out of where you're at. You're like you're keeping yourself there. And the solitude, I mean, yes, you need the solitude. Maybe get some books, some self-help books, that are going to help you to I'm hearing affirmations and to read so that you can like put some new fresh things into your mind, and kind of push out the other stuff. And a lot of what's been going on that I've mentioned in a few of the other readings, like Virgo, and I think Pisces, it might have been Earth, where you're being met with all this conflict and all these burdens, and is like you can't go over it, you can't go under it. Just go through it, and just standing there and letting it sit in front of you, not doing anything with it, is also not going to get you anywhere. Like, you got to go through it, and as you're going through it, you're going to have all these things happening, and it's going to be really hard and difficult for you. But once you come out of it, take the time to and really think about like the beginning of it, and as you were going through it, the different things that happened and how you maneuvered through it, is what I'm hearing. And I'm getting this image in my head of coming out of it, sitting, thinking about these things and processing it, and seeing what you could have done different that could have helped you alleviate the issue sooner, and to learn from it to where you don't make that same mistake and continue finding yourself in that conflict and the defeat and being in fear. um, Fear is a lie. Fear is something that was made up to keep people trapped. And I know for a good portion of my life, maybe all 43 years, 44 years of my life, I've lived in fear, and that's from infancy, even when I was in my mother's belly. um, I took on a lot of my mother's fear and a lot of my mother's abandonment issues, feeling alone, unloved, and all these things. So I know exactly what it feels like to be in this situation. Um, but I decided to stop being the victim and to move forward in my life because I wanted better. I wanted to be loved, to feel love, and to be and and to be able to have a better life instead of crying and feeling heavy and stuck in my bed and thinking that I was alone. I wanted better for myself, and not just for myself but for my children. So once you're able to get out of the situation that you're in with the conflict, the fear, and the defeat, and all this other stuff, and removing people in your life that do not deserve to be in your life. A lot of people say, well, that's your mother, how could you not have anything to do with your mother? Well, you know what, my mother, in general, my mother or my father or my sibling, or my lover, or they make me cry all the time, they hurt me, they talk down to me, they belittle me, they tell me I'm worthless, they tell me I'm no good, you're fucking up, and you're doing all this stuff. And it's like, obviously you know this already. You don't need them to remind you. You need them to love you and to be kind to you and to hold that safe place for you, and to help you with the support. And if they're not doing that for you and they're just making things worse, get them the fuck out of your life. They don't need to be in your life. You need a good support system. And even what I'm getting, I just got this, possibly reaching, if fear is going to hold you back from this for a while, and then once you're able, try your best to reach out to some type of a support group within your area, whether it's a church. And if you don't like church or people that are in church, that's fine. They have other support groups that you can go to and join, even if you don't speak and say anything, as long as you just go. Even if you're there for 15 minutes, 10 minutes, it's the first step forward out of this self imprisonment that you have yourself in. And you'll start growing from there. It's planting that seed, it's planting that mustard seed. And that's really going to help you, and that is going to, what I'm getting is that's going to be the support system that's going to help you out of this. Oh, my cat wants to come visit. Come on, Ramses. Nope, not right now. That's going to be that support system that's going to help you get out of this situation. And another thing I'm getting, possibly joining a book club, even if it's some type of book club within a church, because, I get it. Church, they force a lot on you. You're bad for this, you're bad for that. You don't fit in, what some of the organizations, have. But there are some churches out there that are very open, even if you find a metaphysical store. For instance, if you're in the California area, especially the Sanger, Selma, Visalia, Dinuba, Clovis type areas. In Fresno, California, there is a store. It's called The Open Eye. And they're a wonderful place to go to. A lot of the owner is very spiritual. He is very divinely connected, and he's able to read your auras. And you go in there, and if you don't know what you need for the balance and to start your healing process, or to getting out of these kind of situations right here, then it's you can ask somebody that's working there, and they will definitely be able to lead you in the right direction and give you exactly what they need, or what you need, sorry. And they also hold, they do spiritual cleansings. They able to do spiritual ancestor, uh, breaking and clearing ancestor. It's amazing what they do there. But they also, they have classes that they hold there for healing, for all kinds of sorts of different things, tarot readings, biofield therapy, which is a form of cleansing and clearing chakras and healing and removing cords and so forth. But they have classes there that you could pay for, and they have books that help you, that will help guide you and help you get out of this. But what I'm seeing is some type of book club where you're going to be, where you can connect with, and these books are going to help you to understand things better, to clear things up, and, and lead you in the direction that you need to go to in order to get some healing done, to get a lot of that heaviness that's going on in the heart chakra, and to open that up so that you can start feeling love for yourself, and some gentleness for yourself, and feeling a lot lighter. And that's going to help you with that. Card fell. Let me check. So that's the balance. And going into nature, going back a little bit, because this card fell out. So I feel like it really needs some attention. Like going into nature, getting yourself in some water. You're naturally a water sign. So water is really going to benefit you, even at home, if you get yourself into a bath of water, putting some salt in there, and putting some cascarilla. If you don't know cascarilla, it's grounded eggshell, and they sell these at the metaphysical stores as well. I believe at some grocery stores they may sell it too. Putting a little bit of Florida water in your bath. They also sell those at the metaphysical stores. You can find that at the Open Eye. And you just get a little bit of this, and you put it in your bath, and that's going to help cleanse you, and cleanse a lot of what's going on. What I'm getting, I just got right now, is that you are the Cancer sign, so you are very intuitive, and you're psychic as well. I mean, we're all psychic, but you're very psychic as well. So you absorb and you pick up on a lot of other people's energy. So a lot of this that you're feeling may not even be your own personal energy. It's what you're getting from the environment around you. And so you're taking on those emotions and the fear, you're taking on the depression I'm getting, and anxiety, and that's not yours. So those baths are really going to help you with releasing that energy, clearing yourself and some of those cords. And also at the Open Eye, or my friend Erin, He's on Facebook. He's Aaron ERRIN Davenport. And he sells this wonderful Four Thieves vinegar, a little bit of this in your bath, and it's going to break any curses, jinxes, evil eye, anything. It just destroys everything, and it just cleanses you out very, very well. You're not drinking this, you're putting it in your bath. Um, you can use it in your mop bucket, and you can mop your floors. You could clean your house, because if you have people coming in and out that are carrying all these things, it's your home is your safe space. Cancer. I know for you guys. You guys are such homebodies. So I mean, you know that's where you thrive the most, is at home, because it's your place. So it moves the negative energy, diseases, any unwanted guests from your home when you put this in your water and you mop your floor. And it's great with the blue bath. That's also something that Aaron supplies. And the blue bath is also it's blockbuster, breakbuster, or something like that. I use that sometimes when I'm starting to feel like these intrusive thoughts are coming in my head, because that's what you're getting. You're getting a lot of intrusive thoughts, because you see this guy here. He's got these intrusive thoughts, like there's another person in your head, possibly, that's doing this to you, and you're sitting here and you have your hand on your head. Like, there's a whole lot going on with your head. I wonder if you might be schizophrenic. Um, or going on with some bipolar disorder. um, and that too, you are able to heal that. That's not a disease that doctors say, you're never going to get away, you have to take this medication, you're always going to be this way. It's not true. There's some things going on with a third eye that needs to be healed, and that will take care of that. And like I said, you're so empathic, and that you're pulling in all this energy, so you have to be really careful, again, like who you're letting around you and into your energy, because that's really going to make a difference. I feeling the energy myself, and that's why I put some of that cascarilla on my forehead, because to protect myself. I think I'm gonna have to light an incense after I do your reading, because I could feel it. It's not wanting to work. I got some though. Hold on 1 second. Hi, Ramses. Come on, kitty. So this here is also an item that is sold by Erin, and it's some Florida water with lavender, some other stuff, and that also helps break out, remove the energies, and clear out the aura, and break those cords. Cancer, your energy is very, very heavy. But again, um, you try, if you can, try to join either some type of support group, or also this can be somebody spiritual, starting a spiritual journey, or in their spiritual journey, where they're taking time to study, isolate, and grow, and this here is that help. You just need to be able to reach out and have, even if you don't believe it's going to be there, or you're alone, like, just try to reach out, and you'll be able to get the help that you need. And for some of you that are going into the spiritual, or have been in the spiritual journey, you have the balance. It's there. You're working magic. You're using all the elements in your magic work, and you're manifesting lavish abundance, and giving birth to your dreams. Nurture yourself and others. I feel this relates to both groups here that I'm getting. I know I really focused on the cancer that's going through it, but I just felt it. I'm starting to feel a lot going on in my stomach. Your sacral chakra, maybe get some work on your sacral chakra, and try to get that cleared out, because you got a lot of built up energy in there. You're definitely needing some type of cleansing, Cancer. But for those of you that are going back to school, you're taking the time within your magic and your spiritual journey. You're doing really good, and you're having um, it's very very close, and that lavish abundance that you're wanting, it's coming. You're nurturing it, it's growing, it's already here. See, she's carrying that baby. Like, there's been a rebirth that some of you have gone through, and the guides and the angels are with you. Archangel Gabriel is with you, and and he's wanting you to flow with the energy. Here goes the water again flowing. And being too fibrillous or too cautious with your money, you got to get in the energy of flowing. Even if you tell yourself, as my money flows out, new money flows in. As old money flows out, new money is flowing in. So get in that flow, and that's where that came in here. The flow. Get in the flow of not spending, just going out and splurging. Be moderate. Do I really need that? It'll come to me when I need it. And there's okay, that's okay. So there's somebody that's wanting to start a business, and there's going to be that balance for it, and you're going to be making some good business decisions. And make sure that you're giving to those that are less fortunate, and or there's going to be somebody that you may go by, or that you're going to have a encounter with, that is less fortunate. um, and it's saying, to make sure that you are giving to those that are less fortunate as you come up. As the money goes out, new money comes in. So you got to recycle that, and let the universe know that you're not fearful of not having the money. You're fearful of not having enough, because as long as you're giving out to those less fortunate and those in need, that money is going to come in. All right, Cancer, this has been a long reading. I mean, yeah, this is going to be a long reading for you guys. Um, so let me see. Let's do the let's do the Tarot of the Orishas. Now, the Tarot of the Orishas, this is a very new deck for me, and I just want to see what's going to come out for you guys. This was a very heavy reading. There's some positivity in there, though. I mean, that energy, it's temporary, as long as you allow it to be temporary. Make sure you're doing what you need. You're eating healthy, you're eating right, you're eating regularly. Don't eat too late, because then you're going to have stomach problems. I'm hearing indigestion. Like, I started feeling like my stomach really acting up. Um, so we have, oh, okay. Oshala. I'm going to actually read two cards for you out of this deck, because Pumba Gria also popped out to me. But let me see. Let me find it. Okay. Opotala. So there's a meaning and then a prayer for it after. So kind father, positive parental archetype, leadership, position, and authority, a fair judge, a magistrate, a gentle king or ruler, intelligence and wisdom, activities where reason is involved, mental clarity. So you will be receiving that mental clarity. But if say this prayer, and it's going to help you with the mental clarity that you're needing. Divine protection, spiritual road, charitable and clear spirit, complete peace and happiness, teacher, professor, and any other person who forges active minds, enlightened teacher, priest who fulfills his duties as such within the framework of truth and justice on the basis of love and fraternity. This card protects you from anger, inconvenience, and of any nature. So the prayer for Opatala that that you can read or say. I call you King of Kings. Your kingdom is the sky. Your glory, hope, faith, and charity, your goodness. Father of all saints, Father of all good, all of that is white. Your emblem is peace. Give me wisdom and understand what cannot be understood. Give me the right word for anyone willing to listen. Patience and resignation to endure any pain. Give me peace of mind when rage wants to be my counsel and friend. To bless me. I'm sorry, when rage wants to be my counselor and friend, bless me to bear what my karma has provided for me, since it was I who created it or allowed it to be created, since it is I who will have to repair it, and no one else in spirit of my wishes, because the prize served for me will be what I deserve and not any other imposed. Father Opatala Orakala, take care of me and of blank, who if there's anybody else that you may want him to care for. And then night and day. So take care of me and of your situation night and day, in vigil or while asleep, in visual or while asleep. I trust your Allah, your sheltering mental. I trust your power, supreme redeemer. So that's the prayer for Apatala. But then there's this one too. I'd have to find her card. Female Eshu. Parties, weddings, festivals, and celebrations in general. Sharp happiness and surprise. Shared happiness and surprise. Beginning of a countership, engagement, or marriage, falling in love, seduction, change, and intuition, prizes and gifts. Good luck is on your side. Prayer for her is Bambagira, Spirit of Judy. I always need your magic and your sanctity as well. I lead weakness behind and also seduction to solve my loneliness. Let your thinking, let your tinkling laughter, like the most fragrant champagne, overflow with peace and happiness, and let the heart of my beloved beat uninterruptedly only for my person and I direction. In all directions. Shh, down. Sorry about that. My cat's distracted me. But hmm. So some of you are going to be invited or receiving a proposal or invited to some type of wedding or engagement. And I think it's a great opportunity for you to go and socialize, even though I know Cancer sometimes you guys don't like socializing. But it'd be a great opportunity to get yourself out there around some people um, that would be really good for you. just make sure you're choosing wisely who you're letting around you. This is going to take a little longer because these other cards I want to read for you. I really love the book and, the little verses they have in there. Trapped in fear. We'll go with that one first. Really long reading. This card reveals that it's actually your own fears that has you immobilized and trapped, preventing you from making decisions or choices. Absolutely true. So it's fear is a false thing. You are the one who's holding yourself prisoner or hostage and in order to continue your journey, you must first face your fears so that new people and conditions can manifest. Many individuals choose to stay in this place because they cannot see the road ahead. They feel a misguided sense of safety there, or they're afraid of starting something new, but staying will only add to your levels of stress and anxiety and create adverse effects in your physical body. Seek out wise counsel for assistance. You don't have to do this alone. But now that you possess all of the tools that you need to free yourself, you're forgetting how strong you really are. This period will end when you use your mind to cut through the limitations caused by your emotions. So yes, that prayer from Opatala would really help you. And I think joining some type of uh, group that will help you to be able to see that you're not the only person going through a hard time, or um, um, the support group or some type of book club would really help you. This card deals with the inability to move forward as self-doubt emerges from indecisiveness or not being able to take action with a person, group, or even a situation in your present life. It may not be an easy decision, but you're already aware of this. Just remember that you have the strength, courage, and power to make all the necessary considerations when you decide to take action and finally make the choices that need to be made. Then and only then will a resolution be forthcoming, and with it a sense of mental relief. There's assistance out there for you, so seek out and listen to wise counsel to help you take the right decision. Listen to your intuition and have faith in yourself. Peace and harmony will soon be yours. I'm getting something about alcoholism. If there's some type of addiction, specifically alcoholism, there's a lot of really amazing groups out there and organizations that are very supportive and helpful in helping with that. It's never too late. And I totally understand alcoholism and drug addiction is one of the hardest things that a person could do, to take the courage to take that step out of it and move forward and change their life. um, and it's definitely a mental entrapment. And I know some people that I love and care for very much that are no longer in my life because of their addictions. But I still hold love for them, and I hold a safe place for them. So conflict and defeat, the number 5 mental card represents significant learning, significant learning and change. And how you handle yourself at this time is vital to your overall well being. This card could relate to a lack of sensitivity or taking action or in response to conditions and situations around you. This need is this need for sensitivity could relate to you or someone else in your life. I picked up on that. Even through a battle can be won, it's important to evaluate the cost and pain and both parties. Sometimes it is best to surrender and walk away if no answer or victory can be achieved. Don't assign blame. Become become deceitful or set out to get revenge, for this results in the negative energy becoming part of you. You are being tested on how delicately and gentle you take your next step. Remember, everything in your life is an opportunity to learn and grow. That is beautiful. So let's see. Heart chakra is the color green, sound yum, element is air. Keyword I love. So you could take time to meditate, or if you're doing a bath with salt and some cascarilla or Florida water or anything like that, you could sit there and you could just continuously say yum, yum, and then you could say I love myself, I love myself with loving, kind gentleness. Um, and that is going to help you. And then all this energy gave me a headache. Okay, balance. This card represents the need for balance and harmony with your inner life, as well as with what's surrounding you in the physical world. This denotes that some lifestyle adjustments are required at this time. It could be associated with love, relationships, business, or even your career. The balance card is also being shown to you to make you realize that what you perceive to be happening around you is really an externalization of an inner process or conflict that you may be currently experiencing. This card will often appear if you work in the legal field or when you're involved in law related matters. Have faith that justice will triumph, as justice and karma go hand in hand. Take only what you've earned, treat people fairly, and don't take advantage of anyone. This is all part of living a balanced karmic life. When determining something, there must be a state of balance emotionally, mentally, physically, and spiritually, so that you can make related rational decisions or and logical judgments. This is a time to be honest and caring and responsible for the choices that you've made as well as the ones that will be made in the future. Ashe. And I was picking on that up earlier was the with with the balance and with a couple of other cards. There is somebody going through some type of court matters, and everything is going to turn out okay, even if things don't go exactly the way that you want them to. There's a reason why. You may not be fully prepared for it. So, or you may already have that mindset that it's not going to work out. So you're manifesting that. So have faith that things are going to work out, and be honest. And, your character is everything. And make sure you're dotting your I's. Be careful with what you say. I'm saying no like blurting out. Don't let your emotions get the best of you, because that will affect your case. Uh, I don't know why I got that. Stop, your soul is calling out and needs to be honored and heard. The answers you seek aren't necessarily found in the outer world. The time has come for you to step back and withdraw from outside com- commission. The solitude card is a reminder of how important it is to pause, still the mind, meditate, reflect, and reevaluate and discover the wisdom and answers within the very soul of your being. When you become more aware of your soul and heart, you strengthen the link to the divine source, and you're able to once again remember your true perfection. Meet your soul halfway and schedule some alone time to commute with your soul, and also to give the power of spirit the opportunity to rejuvenate you with life force and vitality. Conserve your energy and deal with one thing at a time as you follow the prompts from within. when it comes when it comes to moments of quiet inner solitude, it really isn't about quantity, it's the quality that counts. The soul constantly draws to itself with it needs in order to learn and grow. For example, during this period, someone may step into your life, and by sharing his or her own experience, you may receive helpful insight and wisdom into your own. What did you drop down? Because I know you threw some stuff down, naughty boy. Okay, and partnerships and alliance. Let's see. The meaning of this card denotes that you're now starting to see the fruits of your labor take seed and blossom. There may still be a lot to do, but watch out for the synchronicities, which could bring opportunities to form connections and unexpected alliances that may create something new. These could assist you in gathering resources for future projects. With all partnerships, always remember that there has to be an even exchange of energy. If you give too much, whereas your partner gives too little, it will have you feeling energetically drained and cause potential disharmony in the union. There must be overall balance within the alliance in order for it to work and blend together for optimum results. This card reminds you that success comes in many forms, even from the most unlikely sources. Have an open mind with listening to others. Thank you, Cancer, for letting me read for you. And I do want to say, if you feel you need a personal reading, you are more than welcome to go into the information below and my email me, and we can see what we can do for a reading for you. And you got this, Cancer, for those of you that are really struggling. And for those of you that are doing well, like you've planted your seeds, things are growing, and within a matter of time, you're going to be able to you're going to have the fruits of your labor, and things are going very well for you. Um, Cancer, if you need any items like the four thieves vinegar, any candles, the blue bath or the white bath, you are more than welcome to reach out to me as well, and I can help you connect with my friend that makes and sells those. And I will say he is a very loving and kind and very powerful person, so he knows what he's doing, and he's more than capable of guiding you as well in other areas. Cancer, if again, thank you, and I hope you have a good day.